They got some noises in Africa your ass ain't familiar with. You know, I'm from the ghetto. You know, roo, 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 that's a dog. I know about how far away that dog is. I know if my ass need to be on the move. I know if I need to get up on your car. Meow, that's a cat. Meow, that's a cat and a dog having a fight. Cow, 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 that's gunfire. I know what kind of gun that was, and I know right away my ass definitely need to be on the move. They got some noises in the jungle. You be just walking along all of a sudden.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Tunji's podcast. I'm your host, Tunji Taylor Lewis. Alright, so I'm seeing a lot of people going to Africa for the Christmas holiday season. Specifically Ghana. I don't know why a lot of people are going to Ghana. The past few years I've just been seeing people been wanting to go to Ghana, visit there. I don't know why. Maybe that's, the place where you can get an authentic West African experience in a country that's also pretty safe. I don't know, but Ghana seems to be the wave right now. A lot of people are going to their countries of ancestry. It's really, really cool to see. And it kind of reminds me of the time when I went to go visit my home country, or I should say my parents' home country, because I've grown up in Canada my whole life. But it reminds me of the time when I went to go to Sierra Leone about 10 years ago, which is insane. That's crazy. I definitely need to go back. It's really cool. It's just amazing the perspective that you get when you go to your country of origin, and you feel like when you're just like around your people. Definitely like one of the first things you feel is like you're not the only one. Actually, you know what? That's not true, because I've heard a lot of black people say, or a few black people say, like when they go back to Africa, they feel like they're at home because they're not the only black person in the room. Like everybody's black, so you're normal. Let me tell you something, man. When you go there, everybody around town can tell that you're not from that country. Like when we went over there, right? Like we go over there, and they could tell that we were from America or Canada or somewhere. And one of my uncles asked them, like, how do you know, man? Like, I lived here for a bunch of my life. I went to Canada for a bit, but now I'm back. Like, how can you tell? And they can tell that we're not from... they could tell that we weren't from Sierra Leone because of how light our palms were and how pink, like, the inside of our lips were. Basically, in Sierra Leone, what happens is the sun is so hot and so heavy and just around all of the time that it literally like darkens the palm of your hands and darkens the skin right here. So they can tell by your skin of your lips, by your palm of your hands, and just like your complexion in general that you're from America or you're from Canada or something like that. So I don't necessarily agree with that whole philosophy of like you go there and you feel like you're at home and all that stuff, because they can tell immediately that you come from a rich country, and they're all gonna try to like take advantage of you, whether it's in the markets or whether it's in the airport. People all of a sudden want to help you a lot more. So that I don't believe. But with that being said, what do we got here? Chris Morelli says, I can relate. I was born in France, went back, and I was treated like a tourist. Boom. Like, there it is right there. Like, they can tell right away, like, So you do feel a little bit, at least, especially at that time, because I was like 15 at that time, so I was a little bit like more insecure and like a little bit more shy and all that stuff. But there were a lot of good takeaways from there, man. Sierra Leone is just amazing. It's a beautiful city. It is a third world country, so like the urban areas is where you'll see a lot of poverty, where you'll see a lot of potholes in the roads, where you'll see a lot of people begging on the street, stuff like that. But the nature is A1. Like, the nature is absolutely beautiful. I was on some of those beaches, and it was like literally some of the stuff you see on like brochures, like for a resort or something like that. Like, it really opened my eyes that, hello to Manisha _Braden _ aka _ Elia _ May. That is a long ass That is a long ass Instagram name, yo. But I fuck with it. Um, as I was saying, the beaches and the nature and stuff that you see there is like similar to the stuff that you see on a brochure, like on resorts, right? Like it's a really beautiful country. As far as its nature, because it's right on the coast of Africa. I wish I kind of had a map to show y'all, but it's like, you know how like Africa kind of like curves like this, like right on the coast right there is this little country called Sierra Leone. That's where my family's from. I think it really informs why I love the beach and the water so much. Like, I don't know what it is, but like whenever I go to the beach, or even if I see an image of the beach, like on my phone or on my laptop, I immediately just feel a calm because I don't know, like maybe that has something to do with my ancestry. You know, maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. But yeah, no, going to Sierra Leone was a real eye opener. It really showed me that you don't have to have a lot of money to be happy. You know, because, you know, my home country Sierra Leone is, you know, notoriously, you know, like, you know, had a couple wars, had a couple big wars, you know, left everybody in, you know, financial straits and dire situations. But I'll tell you something, man, they're happier over there than we are in this side of the world, Canada, the United States. Like, when you talk about all of our mental health issues, all of our suicide, all of our unhappiness, relational problems, divorce, all of that stuff. You know, Sierra Leone, they definitely have their issues, but you know, Sierra Leone and also other countries in Africa, man, like I'm telling you, even though they're poorer than we are and they don't have the resources that we have, they are happier than we are. And the reason I drew from that, or like just my theory on that, is because they don't have a lot of resources or money or like a bunch of stuff to their advantage. What they rely on is each other. Like, they're all about like community over there. It's a beautiful thing where when you're in a country and people can just like walk up to another person and just start talking to them, and it's not weird or awkward at all. Like, if a stranger came up to you, started talking, you'd be wondering, like, you know, like, what is this about? You'd feel weird, you'd feel put off by that. But in Sierra Leone and certainly in other countries in Africa and West Africa, it's part of the culture. It's part of the culture to walk up and just chat with somebody about what's going on. You know, like when you walk up to, you know, an elder, you don't call her Mr. or Mrs. You call him or her uncle or auntie. Like, everything's a family vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about like togetherness and relying on each other and doing things for the larger community rather than doing things for yourself and trying to get ahead and trying to push people down so that you can get ahead, right? Like, and when you come from a place of community, you know, other people become your psychiatrist. Like, it's not a psychiatrist you have. It's not commoditized where you have to pay somebody to better yourself. You know, it's just the wise grandmother who's been around for a long time, who you talk to and consult with. It's just you just have a better sense of self and a better confidence in yourself when you're around community like that, right? And a big problem that we have in our, you know, capitalistic society, although we do have a lot of opportunities to be whatever we want to be and to find our happiness, at the end of the day, you know, we just feel like we're in a competition with other people all the time, and you know, we're just constantly in a state where we never feel like we're good enough. You know what I mean? If somebody else achieves something, it makes us insecure. Whereas in Sierra Leone, if somebody achieves something, everybody's celebrating that person because it's all about community. Like, if that person is doing well, that means we've all achieved something. Here, it's the opposite. If somebody else is doing something, that means that's something that I didn't get. That's something that I didn't achieve. And, you know, that's that when you think about it from that perspective, then it's no wonder that we have all the issues that we have up here with our mental health and with our morality as a society, right? So yeah, man, Sierra Leone, I definitely gotta go back, man. I definitely gotta go back at some point. I just want to bring my people, my girlfriend, my boys, everything. I think, you know, I mean, not to tell everything that we talk about in the group chat, but we want to do a trip out there. We want to go to Ghana, which is where my boy Ben is from. We need to go. Hey, my cousin Grace is in the live. What's up, Grace? My boy Ben is from Ghana. Me, my brother, my boy Jeremy, my boy Hudson. They're all from Sierra Leone, so we're gonna hit that spot up for sure. So Ghana, Sierra Leone, and I guess my girlfriend would be coming along as well. She's Nigerian, so she would insist on visiting Nigeria. So hit up Nigeria, but you know, Sierra Leone at the end of the day is the main priority, man. All right, thank y'all for. We have someone here. Pray for me and my family. I just lost my grandma tonight. Prayers up for your family. Prayers up for your grandma. You know, I definitely pray that y'all recover. I definitely know how that feels. I lost my grandmother at one point. It's a tough thing, but you know, time and faith definitely heals. So yeah, prayers up to you and your family. All right, y'all. I gotta head out. Thank y'all for listening and watching. Peace.